I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Story Chronicles.
All right, it's 2023. Welcome back to Story Chronicles. I am your host, Lucy, and we thank you for checking out our platform of audio storytelling. And thanks to you, we've hit over 2,000 downloads. And as always, we hope you enjoy and keep coming back for our monthly episodes. We want to let you know we've got some new shows coming up. So make sure you add us to your favorites so you can continue hearing some of the stories we have coming to tantalize your eardrums. So without further ado, we bring to you another episode of Emotional Journey.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Story Chronicles.
It's an emotional journey. It's an emotional. It's an emotional journey. It's an emotional. Inside, outside, upside down, round and round. You make my heart go. Journey. It's an emotional. Inside, outside, upside down, round and round. You make my emotional journey. It's an emotional. Inside, outside, upside down, round and round. You make my emotional journey.
So you're telling me that after 7 years, the police are just now finding out the guy who raped my wife used an alias?
I'm afraid so.
So what in the hell have y'all been doing all of this time?
As I said, the agent from Nevada made the connection, so we're re-examining the case with a few sets of different eyes.
So you mean someone who's actually going to do some work?
Come on, man. Other than you, no one more than me wants to catch this guy. I ended up getting pulled off the case because I was too involved.
So what do you need from
We
me?
need you to come down to the station, meet the team working on the case, and catch them up to speed, and they'll update you as to where we are. They'll be in town next week, so we can set it up for Tuesday around 10 a.m.
Yeah, all right, man. I'll be there.
And look, whatever questions you need to ask, don't hold back. I'm ready to catch this son of a bitch.
Man, you lucky you my boy now, because I don't usually be doing this hard labor type shit. They say I'm allergic to it at the hospital. I don't really know.
Well, thank you. I do appreciate the hard work you do around here.
That's what I've been talking about. Finally, somebody understands my hard work and has noticed it. That's what I'm talking about, man.
All right, I'll see you Tuesday. I'm gonna head out. Nice meeting you.
Hey, big dog. My bad. Actually, my name is Anthony.
Anthony. All right, nice meeting you, Anthony.
Hey, man. Who the hell is this dude?
Oh, that's the detective who was working on my wife's rape case a while back. Why, have you seen him before? Or you can't really recall because you don't remember what he looked like?
First of all, wafflehead bastard, keep your day job, because them little jokes, that ain't for you. But no, dude, seems a little off to me. I could be tripping. But, boy had this little weird look in his eyes. Hell, I don't even know. I think it's because of how observant I am.
Anthony, you're anything but observant.
See, what did he, now look, what did he say about your wife's case? Any news? Anything that we can go off of?
Turns out that the guy who raped my wife had been raping a bunch of other women in Nevada, so he wants to meet. He asked me to come down to the station on Tuesday.
Nevada? You're not talking about old rapists, are you?
I don't know how old the guy is.
No, man, not how old he is. Nevada called him old rapist. Old as in acronym for obsessive love disorder.
Obsessive love disorder?
Yeah, man. I was tripping when I first heard it too. But it's actually a condition where a person becomes obsessive with the other person. Like be sweating them and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know what it means. I'm just shocked that you do.
You haven't heard about it, man? Man, it's all in the news. CNN had covered it. It was on Facebook. I know it was on Twitter because I had looked at one time, and it was on TikTok too. The one when I when I did that one job, it was on Twitter. Yeah. God damn, man, my phone going off again. And it's Kim. How many times is she gonna call me and text me about nothing? See, man, look. Hey, boy, this is your fault. This is all your fault.
I don't understand. Why is your phone going off my fault?
Ever since you brought up the devil, this haven't been calling me.
At some point, your Rolling Stone days are gonna come back to haunt you.
As long as I keep a hat on, it can keep on rolling. Rolling. rolling on her river. But I'm good, bro.
Yeah, and what happens if it breaks?
You need to be with someone who values and appreciates you.
Claude, I hear you, and that's really sweet, but I'm just not in that headspace yet.
Look, I know how you feel right now. Like there are no good men left in the world. I get it. He messed up. And clearly you've gotten to the point where you can't believe he did this to you. I understand why you feel that way, and I don't blame you, but it's time to move on to someone who wants to be that person in your life.
Claude, you can't just make someone be with you if they're not interested. That's just not how it works.
Oh, please. You're interested, or you wouldn't have entertained the idea. I mean, come on. What's not to like about me? I'm young, good looking, I've got an excellent job, a good heart. I got the total package for a good woman. What's not to like about me?
Well, let's see. You're conceited, you have a male chauvinistic attitude, and the fact that you think someone wants your pathetic, ordinary ass is enough not to like you. I can add more to the list, but your 60 seconds is up. Claude, also on the board.
You know what? Now I understand why you're still single. It's the bad company you keep.
And you're definitely an expert on bad company, so I hear.
Annalise, you need to tighten the leash on your guard, dog.
Claude.
She's chasing all your men away.
What has gotten into you? And when did you become so disrespectful?
The moment he found out he wasn't getting the panties.
April, I got this, okay? Claude, you can consider our friendship officially over. I don't ever want to see you again.
Hey, Annalise.
Martha.
Claude. Perfect. I'm glad I ran into you both.
Hey.
I needed to talk to you guys.
What about?
I'm so sorry. This was not even supposed to happen.
Why didn't you tell us? Give us some type of warning or something. We were completely caught off guard.
I let Rebecca talk me into this. Claude, are you alright?
Nah, I'm good.
I didn't interrupt anything, did I?
You saved someone from getting their ass tagged.
Oh, please.
So you work at the spiritual resort and the staffing agency.
Yeah, working as one of their life coaches. I have been working for Right Staff for almost 10 years. My boss asked if I was interested in joining Mental Foundation Spiritual Resort, and since there was a Right Staff office in California, I was able to work both.
So what made you come back to the Atlanta office?
Well, your dad and your mom?
Stepmom. It's a long story.
Oh, okay. Well, apparently they own the resort now, and it seems they have different views on how the resort should be operated.
What do you mean? I was unaware they were in the market of owning another company, so this is all news to me.
Well, to my understanding, the resort was founded as an aid in helping with mental health, but your parents are shutting it down.
See, this is what I'm trying to comprehend. This is a newly owned business venture, right?
Yeah.
So why purchase it if you're just going to shut it down? That's just moronic.
I'm not sure of the reason. I was under the impression they were to be operational on a seasonal basis, but I'm not entirely sure how that is possible when you terminate the majority of your staff.
Now, I'm accustomed to my dad doing some asinine things whenever my stepmom is involved, but this seems a little bit more demented than usual. I wonder what he's up to.
She died? He told me she was sick with pneumonia. He was in Virginia for almost 6 months, supposedly taking care of her.
6 months? Something's definitely odd about that. Why would he be in Virginia?
You tell me. Like I said, he would consistently call to check in on me. He would even video call on my doctor visits.
Did you notice anything strange from that?
Thomas, I'm pregnant, not a mind reader. I was just happy he put in the effort to be there, given the circumstances.
Has he said anything about the baby?
Only that he was still going to do visits, but he seemed withdrawn about that.
Does he suspect anything?
Not that I know of. He's still happy about the baby.
Good. I'll try and find out why he was in Virginia. You just make sure the wedding is back on.
Now, how the hell am I supposed to do that? Especially when he's not responding to any of my calls or texts.
Need anything before I come up?
No, honey. Look, Michelle, I don't know. Work your woman charm on him or something. Just make sure that the wedding is back on. I gotta go.
Who was that on the phone? You sounded upset.
Child, I lived my life through them. They were my relationship goals. Then he has the nerve to go out and cheat. Wait, you said it was a man or a woman?
Eric, it was a woman.
Eric, this is serious. Kelly,
What did he have to say for himself?
Come on, Gina. For 2 years? What could you possibly have to say for yourself?
Do you know if he's in love with her?
I don't know. I mean, I overheard him telling her that he did, but he also told her that he couldn't leave me because I was sick.
Oh, Kelly. Do you know who the woman is?
Well, I suppose it's someone he works with. I really didn't get a good look at her.
Did you kick him out? Or did he just leave?
Why is that important?
He left. I just opened the door. I mean, half of me wants him back. But I can't bear the thought of him thinking he got away with it.
Baby, listen now. I'm being serious, so hear me when I tell you this. Let him go. Don't try to talk him into coming back to you. Don't try to talk him into loving you or calling you, caring about you, or coming to see you. I mean, cut him off, child. I've learned the hard way that your destiny is never linked to anybody that wants to leave. People leave you because they are not linked to you. You cannot make them stay.
Eric, that may be true for some people. Kelly and Kenneth have a history together. How can you let 7 years of marriage go?
Child, like this. You stand up, turn your head to give him that look, straighten your shoulders towards the back, toot that booty in the air, and you strut that walk to make sure he see those hips switch side to side as they fade off into the sunset, girl.
Eric, I'm serious. There's a lot at stake here.
Look, I'm not saying Kenneth is a bad person. I'm saying maybe his part in your story is over. And honey, you got to know when folks' part is over so that you don't keep trying to create miracles and raise the dead, because when it's dead, honey, it's deceased.
This sounds all too familiar. You know, at the resort, there was a class I took with this life coach, and she was saying that very thing.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all something, and y'all gonna hit me good, because in the end, Kelly, it's your decision, girl. But honey, just like I got the gift of gab, I got the gift of goodbye. It's a 10 spiritual gift, and if you don't know, now you know, because see, I believe in goodbye. It's not that I'm hateful, and it's not that I'm faithful. Because I know whatever God means to me, he'll give to me. Because see, if it takes too many tears, child, then I don't need it. Boom.
I know that's right.
Hey, Miss Sydney, while I'm in preaching mode, girl, you got to stop holding on to something that don't even belong to you and was never intended for your life. Child, you have got to stop holding on to past hurts and pains now, boo. I feel you. Oh, I feel you. But you got to let it go. I mean, you acting like Jonathan was a fart. You holding him in your butt so tight. You afraid to let him loose. Let it out, girl. Dang. It's gonna sting, but it'll fade. Jesus.
Yeah, Sydney, he's right. You are clinging to the past here.
Oh, and I ain't forgot about you, Miss Gina. Living with somebody who can't even treat you right, love you back, and see your worth. Sweetie, you really need to let his expensive ass go, laying around not creating dividends that spin. In your case, love is a strong word, so we gonna use hopelessly connected. Now, I'm not trying to call y'all out, I'm just concerned because y'all my sisters and I love y'all.
I hear you, Eric. It's just that it hurts realizing he meant everything to me and I meant nothing to him. Absolutely nothing.
Now, Kelly, I understand you're angry, right? It's gonna have you holding some thoughts of revenge where you feel like you just have to get him back. Well, you let that marinate for a minute. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Let it go.
What are you doing, Eric?
Child, I'm fixing to go get that bed out of there. I wouldn't want to sleep on that. That's just nasty.
Wait, Eric, let me help.
Hold on. Let me help you guys. Kelly, why don't you go get dressed so we can get out of here when Mama gets back with the kids? You need to get some air.
Oh, I love you guys. Thank you so much. I really needed this pep talk.
Story Chronicles.
All right now, this is interesting. If I was Tory, I'd be upset myself. Andre better get on his job and solve that case and check Anthony out over there knowing what he think he knows while he trying to be a rolling stone. And what the heck is going on with Claude? You know, I was rooting for him until he took that left, and April made sure he kept to the left, to the left. She ain't playing no games about her friend. And if Mark hadn't have came in, woo-wee, she probably would have dropped him. And Dylan over there finding out all the information on his parents. What is he up to? And speaking of Dylan's parents, why is his father and ex-fiance on the phone talking like that? What are they on? Why they trying to rush that man to the altar? And speaking of marriage, Eric gave the pep talk of my life. Speak, Eric, speak. I need best friends like him. All right, we have a special treat for you. We're going to give you a first listen to our next show coming March 1st called A Father's Plea. It's about a broken family and a father fighting for the right to love his only daughter. So take a listen as this father struggles to win justice for his daughter.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Story Chronicles.
You know, my mom used to tell me that children are God's gift, a heritage, a reward that'll be accounted as blessings. And even though I knew what she meant, I really didn't understand until the birth of my daughter. I'll be over tomorrow to pick up Jamise to take her to the zoo.
For what, James? She's only 2. Why you keep taking her to these places like she knows what she's looking at?
Jamise is my daughter too. You want me out your life? Fine. But you're not gonna keep me from my daughter. And that's on everything.
Man, you need to go head on with that. Quit trying to act like you're a real daddy and shit.
For every man that stepped up to their responsibilities, who enjoyed, celebrated, supported, honored, and loved. For every man who just wanted to be there, no matter how hard it gets, please don't give up.
Mr. Weathers, can you state your name and relationship to the defendant for the court?
My name is James Weathers, and this is the story of a father's plea.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Story Chronicles. All right. Now you heard it for yourself, Mr. James Weathers. That sounds like a real interesting story. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. It's coming March 1st here on Story Chronicles. And you can listen to us on your favorite podcast station. All you got to do is just look us up, Story Chronicles Podcast, and you'll find us. All right. Stay tuned. We got more coming on Story Chronicles. You can also find us on Podcast Addict, Deezer, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Castbox, Podchaser, GeoSaving, Amazon Music, Good Pod, and Pandora.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Story Chronicles.